If you're a coach or analyst, you'll probably agree that choosing which video analysis software to use can be a difficult decision. So there's obviously lots of things that you do need to consider. So first of all, the functionality. So does the software do what you want it to be able to do? But then also, how easy is the software to use and how accessible is the software? So is it available on just one certain operating system, for example, or can you use it across multiple devices? But then also we have to factor in the cost. So you want the software to be affordable and to be able to deliver great value for you and the rest of your team. So in this video, I'm going to explain exactly why In-Play Online could be the perfect solution for your sports team when it comes to video analysis software. So In-Play Online is currently used across many different sports, all the way from grassroots to elite level. So let's get into the video. Okay, so I'm going to start with the fact that In-Play Online is 100% cloud-based. So what do I mean by that and why is that important? So when it comes to analysis software, you would typically have the choice of offline or online. So with offline, you would have to install the software to a single machine, and that would only be able to be used by one person at any one time, which obviously is very restrictive. And in fact, that is the complete opposite to what In-Play Online would give you. So In-Play Online doesn't need to be installed on any device, and it can in fact be used across your phone, tablet, laptop, and it doesn't even matter if it's Mac or Windows. So we kind of know at this stage that players would tend to favour their phones over their laptops, for example. So if I was a player in a team using In-Play Online, I would be able to access everything, view all of the clips, whatever I need to see, I can do that using my own personal mobile phone, which leads me nicely to the next point in terms of sharing and collaborating. So if you're a coach or an analyst, you probably want to share a couple of video clips to the players. You might want to share the timeline and collaborate with your analyst, etc. So with it being cloud-based, all of this can be done with just a few clicks of the button. There's no need to export clips and then re-upload them. It's all done online. So with a few clicks, everything can be distributed to the people that need to see it. Another benefit of cloud-based is the fact that all coaches have access to this. So typically, going back to the offline example, only the analyst would have the software. So only they would almost be the gatekeeper to the tools in terms of breaking down games. Now, that's not the case with In-Play Online. All the coaches will be able to use this, but also then it opens up more avenues. So if you are a club and you hire academy analysts, let's say you're in a professional football academy, you can hire as many analysts as you want. They could be interns, they could even be remote analysts. The fact that it's all online means that everybody can get onto the team account, do what they need to do, and distribute things out with a click of a button. So that's a cloud-based. Now, I want to talk to you a little bit about the tools and what's useful on In-Play Online. And to do that, I'm going to jump into our website. Okay, so I'm on the team page of our website right now, and I just want to really go over the three probably most popular and most used tools on In-Play Online when it comes to sports teams. So tagging is obviously the fundamental thing when it comes to analysis. You need to be able to break the video down. You need to be able to do it efficiently and easily. So you can see this is our tagging suite and timeline. So hopefully this image here gives you a bit of an idea on the look and feel of the software. So timeline below the video, tagging panel to the right, and you can actually have as many tagging panels as you want, and you can also share them out to different users. So if you're the analyst, you might create the panels for the club. You might have a panel for the coaching staff that you share to the coaches. You might have a separate panel for the players, and you can share that to them. So those guys don't have to worry about creating buttons, understanding lead and lag times. That can be done by the analyst and sent to the corresponding people. So that is how the tagging panel and timeline looks on In-Play. You can see very kind of smart here. You've also got the option of the stats matrix. So again, this is built automatically. It will show you all the stats for the game, and you can even compare different parts of the game. So you can use this slider here to look at, let's say, the first half stats and how they compare to the second half. And then if you are an analyst, you'll probably understand what XML files are, etc. So you can import and export your XML files to and from In-Play. So that's how the main analysis page will look. So hopefully that was useful. But if I just go down a little bit further, one thing about working within your team is to share feedback. I mentioned cloud-based allows you to be able to share things easily, but one question is, how do you actually share the analysis that you're doing? Could that be in different forms? And of course, the answer to that is yes. So with In-Play Online, you do have multiple options when it comes to sharing things. So you can share the whole timeline if you wanted to, but you can see on this image here, you can have illustrations or drawings or animation. So you can see we can circle players, we can overlay text, we can add arrows, highlight different players, we can do all sorts in terms of adding additional things on top of the video just to re-emphasize a coaching point when the players are reviewing this back. So that would be one way of doing it, or another way of doing it. But then you've also got things like notes. You can add notes to the clips and even voice notes. So one thing that we find that a lot of coaches are using on Imply Online is the voice note tool here. So what you can actually do is just record a voice clip into your device, whether that be your phone or your tablet. So then when you share that clip out to the player, they will be able to watch the clip, but also they'll be able to listen to your voice as the coach, so they'll have that familiar voice to be able to add more context to the clip. So a great way to share, additional points with the clip as well. And you can see here, help players visualize your coaching points with the use of the drawing tools as well. Now I'm just going to go further down. Now playlists, these, aside from the tagging, this is probably the most used thing, and this can be used in many different ways. So for example, if you're a football academy, you might have your players create different playlists for their individual development plans, so their IDPs, so they can go on and they can pull clips from different timelines and create different playlists. You might have playlists for different databases of clips. So you might have a goals database. Every time you score a goal, you might add that to the playlist, and that builds up a collection or a database of clips over the course of the season. But it's also great for kind of sharing those key moments with your players. So you can see that here. So you can pull clips from multiple games, and you might, let's say, send out a clip of, or a video of 3 clips to your fullback or your centre back, and that might go with a voice note or a drawing. So you can pinpoint specific parts of the game and send them directly to the players that need to see them. And that could be a single player, or it could be a group of players. So you could send a playlist out to a group of defenders. And all this can be done whether it be coach player, coach analyst, analyst player, or analyst coach. Whoever you want to share things to, playlists are a great way to do that. Collate your clips from different fixtures, but also even things like best practice, especially in academies, for example. A lot of academies that use InPlay would have best practice playlists. So that could be examples of the first team doing a particular action. Create a playlist, put that alongside some of, let's say, the under 18s doing that same action, and that can be, shared out to the players so they can start to understand and better see what they need to do in the next training session, for example. So that is that there. And if I just scroll down, you can see testimonial. You can check this out in your own time. And there's other bits and pieces in there, again, just showing you that it is available on the phones as well. Okay, so if you want to check the website out in a bit more detail in your own time, that is linked down below the video, but there's just 3 more things I want to quickly run by in terms of benefits for using Imply Online with your sports team. So the first one being compatibility. So we get asked a lot from analysts more so whether XMLs can be imported or exported from Imply Online, and the answer is a resounding yes. So if you are using another tool with your club, the XMLs that you get from there will be able to be imported into InPlay and vice versa. You can take XMLs from InPlay and put them into other tools as well. Now, that's your XMLs. You can also do exactly the same with video. So you can import videos from certain kind of automated camera systems, but you can also export video playlists. So if you want to download them and put them online, or put them on a video presentation, for example, you can do that. So although it's online, it gives you the capabilities to export and download things from the system too. So the next thing I want to talk about is user analytics. So as a coach or analyst, you might find it interesting to monitor the engagement of your players. So to understand whether your players have checked out the latest playlist or watched the analysis from the last game. So you can do that as a member of staff. So you can see which players are engaging when they're logging in, how long they're spending when they're logging in, and specifically which parts of the timeline or matrix they are visiting when they are online. So very interesting to see that in terms of that engagement from your players and your coaching staff. And then finally, you have the built-in support center. So with InPlay Online subscription, you are supported throughout your time with us, and that does come with loads of tutorial videos and a built-in support center that you can access whenever you are online. Okay, so that's it for this video. I hope you find that useful, and hopefully that helps you make your decision when it comes to analysis software for your sports team. So just a quick recap, the link to our website is down below in the description, and on there you'll be able to have a look in a little bit more detail. You can also see testimonials from current users of Imply Online, and you can even sign up to a free trial where you can add players on there, add other coaches, and have a real good go and test it out before you actually do anything. But also you can take a demo as well. So one of our team will be able to demo the software to you online, just to make sure you know exactly what you're doing and give you a full tour of the system before you make any decision. So thanks again for watching, and have a great day.